everyone, it's Maki. GFreD is one of the most striking mobile suits that appeared in GQuuuuuuX. It was developed as the second unit of GQuuuuuuX and played a major role in the story's climax. Today, let's take a look at the official settings revealed in the recently released Japanese animation guide. Those GFreD have a special system like GQuuuuuuX. This new information helps answer that exact question. It should also clarify the reason behind GFreD's mysterious actions in the story. If you'd like, please consider supporting my channel by joining the 99-cent monthly membership. As a thank you, you'll receive a name badge and exclusive comment stamps. Alright, let's begin the analysis. GQuuuuuuX is equipped with a mechanism called the Endymion Unit. This system activated at the climax of the story and spoke to Machu, encouraging her to take action. Those GFreD have a similar mechanism. Mr. Yoji no Kido has addressed this very question. GFreD's head contains a mechanism called the Serenity Unit. It is an artificial device. In other words, it is not a machine from another world that came through Zeknova, rather it is a machine developed by the Zeon military's mechanics team. This is the officially established information regarding the special system built into GFreD. Is there no clear official explanation about its function? Mr. Inokido addressed that question as well. However, there is an important point to keep in mind. Before discussing the function of the Serenity Unit, he prefaced his explanation by saying, "In the interpretation of myself and director Mr. Kazuya Tsurumaki." In that sense, it is extremely close to the official canon because it reflects the interpretation of the two creators who built the world. Nevertheless, it is wise to remember that future spin-offs or newly added official settings could change how this is understood. The Serenity Unit incorporates Kisilier Zobi's mentality. That's why in episode 8 of the anime series, when Yeon observed GFreD, she said that it resembled Kisilier. In episode 11, Kisilier shoots Yeon with a gun. However, the part of her mentality residing inside GFreD thinks Yeon is adorable. This is why GFreD protects Yeon. Kisilier is attacked by Yeon with the gun she handed over herself. Her own attack is obstructed by GFreD, who carries her consciousness. This scene represents the clash between Kisilier's maternal instincts and her professional soldier instincts. Kisilier genuinely thinks Yeon is adorable. However, she is neither lying nor revealing all of her true feelings. Yeon realizes what is hidden in Kisilier's heart. She understands that Kisilier's affection exists only if Yeon is necessary for achieving her goals. Conversely, Yeon knows that Machu accepts her as a friend regardless of conditions or abilities. That is why Yeon attacked Kisilier. Through her new type abilities, Machu instantly understands that Yeon protected her. This is the meaning embedded in the scene where GFreD protects Yeon. While this goes slightly off topic, there has also been commentary about the location where GFreD protected Yeon. Specifically, it concerns the theater-like location. That place is a ceremonial venue. Il Magnasso is publicly presented as a device developed to restore Earth's environment. This is why a location was prepared to share information with the world and hold a completion ceremony. Now, I would like to share some information about the Serenity Unit. To explain it properly, I also need to share some important details about GFreD's equipment. GFreD's head is equipped with a weapon called the S-bit. Its official name is the energy simplification bit. There is an S-bit mounted on each side of the head. They are named Lunar and Artemis. These names come from the anime Pretty Soldier Sailor Moon. The series began airing in 1992. Mr. Yoji Enokido worked on the series as part of the series composition team. In Sailor Moon S, he took on the role of screenwriter for the first time. For him, it is a memorable story that greatly impacted his professional career. The story centers on a young girl who is the protagonist. A mysterious man appears and acts to protect her. In his previous life, he had fallen in love with the heroine's previous incarnation. That man's name is Prince Endymion. Mr. Toru Furuya portrayed him. Mr. Furuya is also the voice actor of Amore, and he performed the voice emitted from the Endymion Unit. The name Serenity comes from Princess Serenity, the heroine's previous incarnation. Luna and Artemis are also names that appear in Sailor Moon. They are the names of the cats who appear in the story. It seems that Mira may have inherited the lineage of a pretty soldier. The idea that Kisilia's mentality was transferred to GFreD is a fascinating concept. There is actually a similar scene in the Evangelion series. It is such a well-known fact that it hardly needs explaining. But Studio Color, the studio producing the Evangelion series, is also creating the story of GQuuuuuuX. In Evangelion, there is a scene featuring a female scientist, one of the key characters, and a highly advanced supercomputer with the mother's consciousness input into it. This scene occurs during a battle against an electronic attack from an enemy angel. The supercomputer's mind is divided into three aspects: mother, woman, and scientist. The supercomputer reaches conclusions through deliberation among these different mental aspects. However, at the climax of the story, the mind as a woman reaches a conclusion that opposes the other two aspects. This mirrors Kisilia, whose heart as a mother and heart as a soldier conflict. With this in mind, watching the TV anime again could be an even more interesting experience. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I'll see you in the next episode.